Hi, I'm Oliver Chappell. I'm the founder and CEO of Webdadi, and I'm going to give you a whistle-stop tour of Webdadi CRM. So the screen you can see in front of you is the dashboard of VIA, and it shows you the day-to-day, what's going on today, what do you need to do. So you can set your status here so people can see that you're out of office or you're working from home or whatever it is. You can see your calendar, upcoming valuations and viewings. You can see any valuations you've actually got coming up from the website that's been sent to you. You can see contacts that you need to review, new leads that you've got coming in from the website, your property feed, which is really what's going on today, what's going on in the office, what's going under offer, what's a new instruction that's going on. So everyone's in the know, whether they're working from home or not, what's happening. And anything that I've recently edited will be available. Then you have your important actions that are there in red that you need to fix. So that might be updating your blog that hasn't been done for a while, and you need to make sure your website's secure if you haven't got that set up. Most people do these days. And then we have a sort of blog article of our own. You can see the latest news, things that are up and coming, and any new products. So on the left-hand side, we've got the main features that you might need to use in your CRM. So you've got your CRM menu, and then you've got a website menu so that you can edit, content manage your website and manage everything in your website from here. And then in CRM, you've got all your things that may look familiar to you, like your property, your offices, your contacts, your calendar, a newsletter that you want to send out. And we even have a scheduling assistant for all your trying to see who's free, who's available to do the next viewing and who's not, and so on. And then finally, if I just collapse these two, you've got a social media manager, which there's a separate video available to see how that works. So you can manage all your social media channels using our social media manager. We can manage our users, and this is very useful so that you can set up users as super users, or they can even have specific roles within the organization that could be anything from a super user right down to a blogger and even a basic user. So someone being able to blog on your website might be really useful, but you don't want them to access your CRM, things like that. We have a store of products that are available to you to either install into your website or third-party plugins that you can use, and various other products that we have for upgrading your total suite with us. So let's go to the CRM for a little bit. We've got a calendar, so I can see my valuations and viewings, and very easy to look at other people's calendars as well, so I can see everybody else's. Easy to add an appointment and edit it. And this is your appointment card. And if I want that to go into my Outlook calendar or my Apple phone calendar, or whatever I've set up with, I can do so. So just to give you an example, by just changing it slightly for a second on or off, or whatever, you see this button appear, save and close. I can also save and export, so it goes into my diary. So that'll be immediately available, and you can see your diary on your phone or whatever. Anything I add here, such as the address of the property, will automatically fill out the subject. So just to give you a quick tour, if I want to add a new appointment, I can even use the scheduling assistant. Let's see what we've got on. If I pick myself, and let me see what Mark's got on. Let's have a look. Oh, okay, so I'm busy doing these viewings, but actually Mark's available at 5:30 to do a viewing. So I'll tell you what, let's book him in. So we've got a viewing coming up, and we're going to meet at the office. Actually, let's meet at the property today. And we've got the subject there saying viewing. But as soon as I pick a property in my list, you can see that the subject changes automatically. So I don't have to fill out all the fussy stuff if I don't want to, and I can use a mobile phone to do this. So that's quite handy. So I can also decide to notify people or not notify my attendees who are coming on this appointment. So again, if I just wanted to save and export, that would go straight into my diary behind the scenes. This is your property database. You can see what's coming on, new instructions, offers that are under offer that you saw on your dashboard, what's least viewed on the website, what's most viewed. So you're getting some of the marketing information here. And then I can do things like actually search for properties. If I go to contacts, same sort of thing, new leads that have come in, contacts to review, and so on. So let's sort of link the two together for a second. So we've got a Toby Knight that we need to review. So we'll click Toby. He's an applicant. Okay, so let's see what we can do with Toby. So with Webdadi, you left click to select something, and now you can see the applicant card appear there, and then you right click to do something with it. So that's my ability to create an action with that contact. So with Toby, we can either edit his record, we can match a property, we can send him anything from a newsletter, email or an SMS, can add an appointment straight away, and various other obvious things that you can do. So let's just match up some properties to Toby. I click that button, immediately it looks up the properties that match his criteria. So I can see the property, I can see who owns it, who's the occupier, all that standard stuff. I can call them, email them, add notes, whatever. And if I need to hide it, I can just close it so that I can see the information behind. We also have the ability to change the views. So I can see information about the deals, instructions, whether they're exchanged and sold and so on. And then I've got a vendor landlord view. So I've got the call out, so I can quickly call out, email them, whatever, got some actions to do and that sort of thing. Now, if I want to pick a property to cherry pick and send Toby, I can do that, select the property, and then I can send him a message by email or SMS. So it's teed up the message for us. I can change the subject message, type in a personal message, and it'll send the property to him that we selected. It tells you how much the SMS will cost you, if you want that set up or not, and you can email him. And then you've got things like mail merge templates, so we can send out letters. So I can tee up a letter in Word, ready to send somebody. Just to give you a search to see what we have here, we've got some letters set up. So there could be more if you want. And by clicking a contact, I can do something with it. So I can send them any kind of newsletter. And that'll send to Toby Knight. So it's all very integrated, as you can see, nice and easy to use. Other things that might be useful are sort of being able to see your offices and being able to add SMS credits. You can pick your areas to add to the website to make sure that when you search for, say, Culfrey, you've got those postcodes associated to that name of the town. Then we've got things like reports. So I can go to the management side and have a look at the property stock. So here I can see what's been sitting around on my books. So why is this still sitting at 24 weeks later? What property is still sitting around there for sale? Goodness me, let's have a look. Okay, so it's this one. So then I can look into that property, and now we can look at the property record. So this is what a property record looks like. Everything that you would imagine: address, price, where it is, description, long description, depending on whether you're wanting something different to go on your letters or your PDFs or whatever, something for the website, any features that you might have. You can drop in your media files there, bedroom, bathrooms, receptions, and so on. So everything's sort of synchronized to Rightmove. So everything that is available to you is what's available in the Rightmove feed spec. So all those property types are available to you. Scroll down, all the extras, council tax. You can do units with this system for new homes. You can hide it from a website, exclude from portals, show us price on application, allow notifications by email. That's just auto emails, you know, there's the automated property emails that can go out to people. And then your agent's information, whether it's got a board or not, who's the occupier. And then you've got your sort of day-to-day notes, valuations, viewings, and things that are upcoming. And all the rest of it's here inside this record. So everything from valuation instruction through to purchase and exchange. So that's your property card, and the contact card looks pretty much similar. If we look at Toby's, so he's set as an applicant, and we've got all his usual bits of information. He's set up as an applicant, so all this criteria is there. As I turn him on and off, you can see that he's now able to have criteria. He's looking for anywhere in this area between this price range, and any other things he might be looking for, reason for buying, all this kind of stuff. And then you've got, unusually, you don't have to duplicate records with Webdadi. You can have one record for a contact, and they can be many things, from a member of staff to a landlord and a buyer and a solicitor even, you know. So you can be all things to all men, and that's quite useful too, so without duplicating the data. And you've got the notes on them that are automatically from the system if there's been a viewing and so on. It's all logged automatically, and all the activity goes here. So if there was a viewing, you can have if there was a viewing in here, you can then add the feedback and so on. Property-wise, you've got things like reports, so I can have a look at the stats and see what's happened with the property. I can also look at the a client report that you might actually send to a client if you wanted to do that. So there's a client report, gives you a little bit more cut down version of that. You may not want them to see all the different online stuff. but it gives you the breakdown of what their card looks like, if you like, at the moment. So that's the CRM. With the website side, you've got your blogs, which you can edit all within the system and create here. And you can have different permissions for people to do different things. So I can create a blog article, upload the images, set all the SEO for search engines and all that in here quite easily. And that's nice and easy. I've got my sitemap. I can go to any of my pages to edit them. And then I can edit my page. I can edit my terms and conditions, whatever it might be. It's all there neatly for you to access. And then all your pages and anything you've just recently edited will be here. So it's fairly straightforward to use this system. You've got all your website reports as well. So if you want to see what's going on your website, it'll all be there. If you connect it up to Google Analytics, you'll get even more data. So there's lots to be had inside one core system. And here is the social media manager product that we have available now on subscription. And there's a separate video for this as well for you to watch if you're interested in how to manage your social media marketing, all from within one product. So do check back and have a look at that at some time. And if you're interested, by all means, contact our sales team or your account manager, who will be happy to help you. Thanks very much.